Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to Science with Miss Trevino. Today we are starting Unit 3, Over Properties. Our first lesson is going to be over observations. How can we observe and describe objects? Take a moment, pause the video, and think about it. All right, boys and girls, I hope you had time to think about your answer. But first, before we find out, let's go ahead and read a little bit more about it. For Lesson 1, Making Observations. What does it mean to observe? Don't say it. Think, and we will answer a question in a little bit. We can explain how we use our senses to make observations. We Make Observations by Karen Jones. Let's go ahead and read this little mini story to find out more about making observations. Scientists learn about things by asking questions, observing, investigating, and experimenting. Our observations help us to answer questions and learn new things. What does it mean to observe? When we observe, we use our 5 senses. We look, listen, feel, smell, and sometimes taste. Using our senses helps us to learn. We observe when we look closely and carefully at something. We may notice an object's size, weight, shape, color, texture, or temperature. When we observe, we listen to sounds. We use our hands to feel and notice an object's texture or weight. Sometimes we observe smells or taste. Using our senses helps us to learn new things. Sometimes we use scientific tools to help us observe and learn more. A thermometer can help us learn the temperature of something. A magnifying glass or microscope can help us see an object up close. A ruler can help us learn an object's size. A scale can tell us how much something weighs. It's important for scientists to write down what they observe. Drawing pictures of what something looks like or writing down what you notice is important when you are a scientist. It's also important to talk about what you observe with other scientists. Talking helps us to learn new things from other people. Perhaps they observed or noted something different. Talking will help you learn from one another. When we use our senses purposely and think about what we see, hear, feel, smell, or taste, we are making observations. Making observations helps us to answer questions and learn. Now, what does it mean to observe? Let's go ahead and pause the video one more time and think about our answer. Remember, we just talked about it, so let's see if your hypothesis from the very beginning is true. All right, boys and girls. So, if you said that using your 5 senses helps us learn more about an object, then you're correct. Using our 5 senses helps us learn a lot more about an object. We're able to learn about how they taste. We're able to learn more about how they smell. And we are even able to learn more about how they feel and how they look. So it's very important that we use our 5 senses to talk and learn more about any object. So, boys and girls, in this lesson, we are going to be working on 2 worksheets. So make sure you have these saved because we will be working on them in the next days. All right, boys and girls, now we can explain how we use our senses to make observations. So go ahead, look around your house and see if you can find an object and tell me about the 5 senses on any object. Tell me how it looks. Tell me how it feels, how it smells, how it tastes, and how it is, what it is, boys and girls. So go ahead and do that, okay? You can even use if it makes a sound. Hearing is also one of our 5 senses. All right, boys and girls, so I will see you next time. Make sure you have your worksheets and we will work on them together. Bye, boys and girls.